Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. So this is going to be a bit of a strange video today because I don't know how much riding I'm going to be able to do. For those people that don't know, the date today as I'm filming this is the 7th of June. On the 2nd of May, so exactly 5 weeks ago today, I woke up from surgery, from having my appendix removed, which usually is kind of like fine as kind of ailments go, but mine, I had some complications. Things got a bit unpleasant. If you've seen any of the stuff I've put on Facebook, you'll have seen it got quite a lot worse. Yeah, so first of all, a really big thank you to everyone that sent well wishes and kind words and stuff like that. I literally haven't ridden my bike since a couple of days before I even went in for the surgery because I was in quite a lot of pain before I even went to the hospital. But today, as I say, is 5 weeks post-surgery, so I'm going to try and see if I can ride my bike today. I've already had a little hop around on it in the garage and everything kind of felt fine. The problem with appendicitis is that when you get cut open by a surgeon, they obviously stitch you back together and it's across your abdominal muscles, which are quite important. And if you overwork them too quickly, there's a chance of sort of rupturing them and getting a hernia and stuff, which I really obviously do not want to happen. Either way, I've got a couple of very high profile shows coming up soon. And I really need to be back on the bike. I've already had to cancel a whole bunch of shows throughout May, which cost me quite a lot of money, which is a real pain when it's your job, but you've got to put your health first sometimes. And and also on that note, thank you so much to all the people who stepped in and covered shows for me. It's really great when you can reach out to your mates and stuff, even though there's very few of us in the country that do this job, but people are actually like, yes mate, we'll jump in and help you. So thank you so much to all of those people. But yeah, as you can see, I'm here in glorious lovely Falmouth. I've just come to this car park. It's got some nice little rocks in the background, so I'm just gonna have a gentle little hop around there. I'm really not allowed to overstrain myself today, but I am gonna have a go at seeing what I can do on this bike, because I've got a show in Reading this weekend, which I will probably be doing when this video comes out, and then the week after that, me and James Bragg are going on a top secret mission, which does involve us leaving the country, and you'll see why when I post some more stuff about that. So make sure you've got us on social media to keep up with all the things we're doing there. And then when we get back from that, we're going to Glastonbury, where we've got more shows booked in there. And even when I'm at Glastonbury, I've got to leave and go and do another show in North Devon for Armed Forces Day. So it's a busy couple of weeks ahead, and I really need to get back into shape and see what I can do. But at the same time, if you've had any kind of injury or medical procedure or anything, please follow all the advice that you are given, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I haven't touched my bike for 5 weeks now. And they usually say sort of after 4 weeks you can start gentle kind of exercise, and then after 5 or 6 weeks you can get back to it. So yeah, this is kind of the time to get back on it. So right, well, I've done enough talking for now, but thank you to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't, please do subscribe. And right, I'm gonna get on the bike and have a hop around and see what we can do. So those first few kind of hops are actually feeling pretty good. There's like a definite tightness in like my abdominals, but that's not because, like, I hope it's not because anything's tearing or ripping. I think it's because I literally I haven't done anything even close to like a sit-up or anything like that for over a month. While I was in hospital, I actually lost something between like 6 and 8 kilos, which is mainly muscle mass and everything else. So because I couldn't eat for like 4 or 5 days. It's really nasty tough, appendicitis, and if I can help one person with this, let me say this. I basically thought I had a tummy ache for 4 days, and it was on the 4th day that I went, something's wrong here, and I went to hospital. If you've had a tummy ache that stays exactly the same, and just gets a little bit worse every day for more than 24 hours, go to your doctor, because when I went and saw them, they were like, you have to go to hospital now. And they were like, you should have come in days ago. It was a bank holiday weekend, but they were like, you should have gone to like minor injuries. And I was like, I just didn't know. I just thought I had a tummy ache. So yeah, if you've never had appendicitis, I hope you never do. If you ever have a long-lasting tummy ache, go and get it checked out, because my appendix ruptured, and that was way worse than if they caught it early. So yeah, make sure you go and get checked out. But yeah, right. Well, I've had a nice few hops on those rocks there. There is actually behind me over here. There's some more rocks just down in this bit, which are there's some nice little gaps there. I need to try some gaps, really. I need to make sure, because that's the kind of thing where you sort of stretch and lunge a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to give that a try and see what I can do. So yeah, let's see how this goes. That last gap there actually took quite a kick to get up onto it, so guess I'll try it again and get it a bit cleaner. So yeah, I did that gap about 5 times in the end, and I don't think it looks like a very big gap on camera, but it was actually quite, I had to stretch quite a lot to get to it. But yeah, my abs I can feel them stretching a bit, I can feel them twitching and stuff, which I hope is the right thing for them. Yeah, I am kind of tempted now to see if I can find something slightly bigger, and there's a couple of gaps that I've seen which might be out of my league for now or ever, but they might be perfect for what I need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look at them, and yeah, I'm gonna try this one down here first and see if I can have a kick at that. It might be a bit out of reach, but we'll see how it goes. Right, that felt really good. Honestly, that's just made me so happy, because I don't know if you can see, first of all, I mean, it's not a small gap. It's from that rock there down to that rock there. But I mean, I don't know if you can see, like the takeoff here is literally, I'm gapping like that way, and it's slanting down that way. It's slanting forwards like that, and you've got to take off from this corner going across that way. So it's a really weird one, and it's a big gap, and I didn't think my body was going to be able to handle that, to be honest. And considering the shows that I've got to do in the next couple of weeks, I've been really thinking, like, God, am I just going to have to get everyone else to do all the riding and stuff, which I'll do. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a massive egotist. The show doesn't have to be all about me, but I want to ride in the shows, obviously. Like, I love it, and you know, not being able to
do these things. It's a part of my life. So yeah, that's literally just made me so happy that I've done that gap. And yeah, what I'm going to do now is tempt fate and try and get another angle and see if I can do it again. Okay, well, I've had loads of fun hopping around on those rocks there, and yeah, I'm just really happy. I'm really, really happy. I'm so happy. I think the worst thing about any kind of injury or even like mental illness or anything like that is the worry that what you've done is permanent. I think I remember breaking both of my legs. I remember being severely depressed. I remember all the things I've gone through in my life and thinking, this is it and it's never going to get better. And honestly, 4 weeks ago, when I was still in hospital, I couldn't walk. I literally couldn't stand up. I couldn't feed myself. My mum was there holding my hand, and she literally had to help me go to the bathroom several times. It was dark days. So I'm really happy that a couple of weeks later, 4 or 5 weeks later, I'm out here riding. And yeah, it's one of the nicest things, is sort of knowing that in a lot of cases things will get better. So yeah, happy with that. Right, I think I'm going to put the bike back in the van and go around the corner and see if there's some other bits and bobs, some more streety kind of stuff, because I need my demo rig is not made out of granite rocks, it's made out of square edges and stuff, so I need to see if I can hop up some things. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So yeah, I just came across these lovely little garden spaces here with some nice walls out the back of Princess Pavilion. That's the Atlantic Ocean behind me, Gillinglaze Beach over that way and Castle Beach down there. So yeah, that line I was just doing was really hard actually. It was a tiny little hop onto some wall, turn in the direction I wanted to gap in, land and then gap back, but the gap back was just killing me. And then I didn't realise when I did actually make the gap back, I had to take some evasive action to clear the flower bed, not damage anything and not hurt myself, but it all worked out. Now, I have seen a bit of a spicy gap to front, which I've never done before. I haven't done what I just did there before actually, but yeah, I'm feeling good. There is an ache in my abdominals, but it's nowhere near my stitches, so I'm feeling relatively good about that. And I'm not going to push it that much harder tonight, but yeah, I do want to see if I can get this gap up to front and see if that works. So yeah, let's set the camera up and fingers crossed, see what happens. Well, I'm very happy with that. It was a lot more scrubby than I hoped it would be. My bike has just been hung up in the garage for nearly a month and a half now. So I've had to, the tyres were both flat, the brakes needed sorting out and stuff. And the front brake, as you see, just didn't really catch there. But I scrubbed it and made it on, kind of almost... Kenny Belay's quite famous for that, isn't he? Caps to front, he scrubs it a bit and then switches to rear and makes it look really nice. I just probably made it look a bit rubbish really, but it's a hard one as well, because I actually realised this is the rock I was landing on, and yeah, it's not a lot. There's actually all these rocks. I don't think I'm going to ride here again, because all these rocks are like literally just held in by nothing. They're just stacked here, which is really like artistic and great, and I don't want to damage it, but yeah. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there with that for a moment, and I'm going to see if I can go around the front of the pavilions and see if there is some nice side hops, because I think that's about the only move I haven't really done, apart from rolling stuff, but I don't really do rolling stuff anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go around the front and see if I can hop up something big there, if there is anything. Well, thank you very much everyone for watching. Yeah, that was a really fun ride, and I, as you can see, have got a bit of a sweat on, and yeah, it's oh man, it's such an enormous relief, like I said earlier, to feel like I'm not like cursed for life and this is actually going to be okay. I mean, I'm probably going to wake up tomorrow and be really sore, especially like around my abdomen and stuff like that, but it at least is really nice to feel like I can do sort of 80% of what I used to be able to do. And a lot of that actually has not been about just the actual surgery, but about like my arms and legs. They haven't done any work for 5-6 weeks now either, so they're really like janky and not jumping as high as they used to. So yeah, I'm forgiving myself for not being able to go as big or as easy as I used to be able to do, but yeah. Thank you again, everyone. Some of you might have noticed that this channel has changed its name from Cornwall Bike Trials to RPM. The main reason for that is because I'm doing stuff like which is outside of Cornwall and there's nothing really to do with that, and also because in the future I'm going to do some more stuff with mountain bikes. I think this is still going to be a bike trials channel at its core. That's what I want it to be, that's what I love it being, but it also helps when we go to shows and stuff and people say, what's your YouTube channel? If I tell them Cornwall Bike Trials, that's a mouthful to write down. Whether I say RPM and it's written on like the bikes and the branding and the t-shirts and everything else, then it's just easy for people to remember. So it's called RPM, it's not a different channel, it's just what Cornwall Bike Trials has sort of turned into. But thank you so much again for everyone who sent really kind messages whilst I was in hospital or whilst I was recovering and stuff, and thank you very much to everyone who has liked and subscribed. It really does mean a lot. I'm in a very good place at the moment and it feels really good to be alive and doing cool stuff. I know that sounds really like hippie-ish and stuff, but I didn't have a great time in hospital, to be honest. So yeah, right, I am gonna go home. I'm gonna go and chill out and probably edit this video so that it can come out on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember when I'm releasing videos now, but it'll be out this weekend, and there'll be some really more amazing content coming on this channel soon as well. We're doing Glastonbury Festival. We've got loads of events lined up for this year as well. I'm gonna try and document as many of them as I can, and
I've got a garage full of old retro bikes that I need to start making videos for and with. I got some stuff done before I got ill with an old Specialized that's going to be coming out soon, and yeah, there's lots of other stuff happening. Either way, take care everyone, look after yourselves, wear your helmet, have fun, ride your bikes, do all the good things, and yeah, I'll see you all next week. Bye.